Well, my ears are still ringing after 5 or 10 minutes here. The neighbor ain't home. But, you know, why don't we have a little fun? My first engine, a 1929 Fairbanks Morse Z. Hello again, YouTube. Well, moment to behold, this was my first engine I ever bought. It's a 1929 Fairbanks Morse Z, hit and miss, 2 horsepower, dishpan flywheel engine. I bought it when I was 9 years old. No, I was 8 years old. At the Rate Homestead Tractor and Engine Show, which was the first show I ever went to, believe it or not. When I bought it, it had butter in the grease caps, the wrong coil, battery box I don't even think was hooked up. Yeah, it didn't even run off the battery box. It had some wires hanging off it to time it. The tank was shot. Wait, no, that was a different engine, pardon me. The tank, I think, leaked. We patched that, which, the tank weighs about 20 pounds. It's some old, sort of what I'd call duct tape, or duct seal, I think is what we called it, holding the gas line in. It's an economy model. Besides that, we had butter in the grease caps, we had the wrong, no, we had the right oiler, that's right. It had the original pot metal governor bracket, which on one of its trial runs around 9 o'clock one night, my grandfather, my father, and I were working on it. It was running pretty good, and there was a sudden clank. The rod grease cap shot off and wedged itself between the cam gear and the bracket and shattered it. This was a week and a half, I believe, before the Petroleum Museum show, which used to be held down here. We had a bunch of people scrambling around at other shows and for the next, well, week and a half, and this bracket turned up, which was on. This engine painted salmon pink. A friend of mine, the vice president of our club, Doug Kimball, bought the engine for me. I bought it off him. Took the cam out of that, which this also has another one in it now. My problem was this had helical gears and the other engine was straight cut. That's a 26. And I got to press the original gear out of the bracket, and I'll tell you that was a job. But redid the head, put new springs in her, the timing bracket, new coil, battery, some electrical work. That's the original muffler. It's all original paint. And the last video of this I took was Grumpy Old Engine, which I believe was filmed in 2013 while the kids were waiting out for the bus, so that must have been at least 2 or 3 years ago now. And that's the last time it ran, because I just never liked the way it ran. The flywheels aren't very heavy, it misses a lot, it kicks, it bangs. But, well, it's been a while. I give myself a second chance with it. I'm going to try and get this old girl to start. Is there even a battery in it? I don't know. Nope. The timing system's still in there. We'll just take one out of the associated for now. This battery's a bit run down, but anything will run that Z. So we just... Jeez, I don't have any of these engines left anymore, do I? Sure, that's sort of weird to think about now. So we just, here. Rubber on in. This engine never had a magneto. Despite many people who wrote to me last time I did a video of it and said it did, it never did. This was strictly an economy engine, but, well, no pun intended. Economy class engine with battery ignition. No mag on this sucker. And you have to crank start it because the flywheels are too narrow to hold. The wire's down in here. She's even got a fireflies. So she buzz. Switch is up. that's not good at all. What's the matter? You ain't getting the buzzes. Which to anyone who knows anything about these engines, that is not good. So this engine is particularly technologically advanced with this Model T coil for firing. Jam it back in a few times. Usually just use a bit of a jolt here and there. That's weird. Timing wire's hooked up. Polarity backwards. Can't imagine this is positive ground, but you never know. You can never assume one of these things. And it's been so long that I really don't remember. There we go. Sparking. There we go. So just had the wires backwards or something was loose or something like that. Before you ask, no, I don't know how the buzz box works. I just know when it buzzes, sparks, and etc. So, let me restart the video here. The camera's being stupid. Okay, after some camera woes, we're back. Now, as I was doing. Cat 10323 has computer issues, I'm having camera issues, whatever next. Gonna let this run for a good long while, because I don't let this run very often. I recall these hoppers taking a lot more water, many of them to adjust to the memories of the 3-horse Fairbanks. Knows what's floating around in that hopper. I think I took a few casting stars out of there at one time. So, camera is recording. Check. Oh yeah, how do I ever forget the bolt-in gas cap? Is it in there? No, I need a wrench with the gas cap off. If the Associated doesn't let its gas out far too easy, Fairbanks is far too steep. Then again, it is just about a depression in that engine, so, or thereabout, because I can't blame it. At least it'll never leak. There's oil residue all over the exhaust. I'm gonna put her up on a rolling dolly too, so there's really anything in there. Before I get high off that stuff. But she'll run on it, I'm sure. That smells bad. A lot of the 29s I've seen, right on the front with this little hole in the sub-base there, which is a pretty rare piece to find on some of these, especially these later models, because they usually order without it. There's supposed to be a tank drain right here. This ain't got that. So it would drain it out, but draining the tank requires taking the whole engine off the base. I suppose I could siphon it, but what's the point? God only knows what they are. When I found this, remember the smell like gas, it's probably being run on moonshine. It's Still has some grease left in the cups. This thing looks fine. What did I do with the oil anyway? Just added a minute ago. I only had it a minute ago. I know I'm staring right at it. Oh. Yes, I am. Got less oil points on this engine now. There, a little up here. Those are a little sticky, of course. I want to get it on the push rod. There you go. Right. Yeah, the valve. New. Right, there's one back here. Just sort of difficult with that. Oh yeah. Got the greasers down here. Oh, this lovely engine. I really gotta clean it out. Still running the ancient red grease that I used to use back then. Darn. Sort of like a time capsule. Everything's been leaking on it for the last few years, so it's filthy. Gotta clean it up today. Original oiler. Those are getting hard to find. Really don't care much for the looks, but yeah, screw it. Let's start the video over and let's roll. Okay, let's roll. Switch is off. Let's prime it a few times with this very crude choke, which always has to be left on. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot about this engine. To any of you people out there who bitch and moan about an engine having no needle valve, no altitude adjustments, no high-low, this engine hasn't got one either. So this is a 1929. It doesn't have fuel adjustment needle valves. So, yeah, I actually forgot about that myself. But to anyone who groans that their engine doesn't have a needle valve adjustment, like your newer lawnmowers and everything, don't worry, they didn't have them in 29 either. So, let's just flood the hell out of it here. I'm going to open this and see if she spits any gas in our faces. This. And it's not. This isn't good. Come on. Hopefully the needle pickup isn't stuck while I'm slowing down the battery side. Might prove a little more challenging than I expected. That's some old tinfoil. It doesn't feel like it even wants to twist. Well, it's easy enough to take the pickup out of this engine. There's not really much to a 29 Fairbanks. That's why everybody says they're the perfect engine for someone to start working on. You really can't screw it up. But the only issue I've ever had is a little bit of governor woes every now and then, and this pickup tube's sticking if you leave it for a few years too many. Turn chest. Yep. And there, you two. You don't believe me? It's your pilot jet. She ain't got adjustable jets. Yep, she's stuck. Blow it out. Actually, all it takes one of these. Where's my... Boy, feel the march. This might require a little more repair. Jeez. What happens when you let them sit too long? It's a little gummed up. Well, I put a new one in it before and can't say I haven't had the same problem in the past. It's just been a long time. But oh, it's sticky. God only knows what that gas is like. Sure, she'll run on it. Just run it through her. It's a hit and miss. You ain't gonna hurt it. Oh, wow. Yeah. She's frozen right in there. Yeah, the beauty of these, though, everything's of quite simple construction. Check ball, top, bottom. So we're just, I can't tell if you can see me or not, but looks like we're lined up good enough. Just sort of scrape the junk off this chip ball. It's just really easy to lose. That's the only problem with the darn things. But scrape the junk off. We got enough off of there to make it work. It's just stuck to the bottom of the valve there, so tighten her back up. This is pretty much the number one reason a hit and miss won't run. It's sort of hard to break them, you know. Now we're just gonna stick her back down in the tank. Might have to siphon the junk out of it, but we'll see. Trying to hold this thing in place while I video. So now we're gonna set you back down and see what happens. That's usually all it needs. Oil back in place. Let you lose it. I'm trying to figure out what they did with these things originally, and I've never been able to find out exactly. It has a threaded portion in it. It looks like there would have been a thread, sort of a packing screw that went around that line, but I've never been able to find any proof of just about anything. Being the way this engine's built, it might as well have just been wide open. Yeah, then again, man, sort of underestimating Fairbanks Morse. I had some bright ideas and I had some pretty dull ones. But glass switches off, switches on. Now, oh, cooperate. There we go. That's the familiar spit, I know. So, let's just blow her out a little because she spits fire when you start her if you don't do it right. Okay. So, I'm going to get a glove on. This is a crank start engine. should wear a glove when cranking one of these, just in case. If your hand slips off or hits something, less chance of you getting hurt. Plenty enough. Oh, I left the oiler on this whole time. Oops. I put on another glove, just in case it spits fire again. Like it did the one time. I've been sort of scared of it ever since. Now that bombshell here must too. Because I'm jumpy, and if that thing backfires at the car when I'm cranking it, I might shoot backwards. Yeah, won't be that easy. Come on, honey. There it goes. Choke. You can already tell this thing's gonna run like crap. It usually starts easy. Come on. See what I mean? I, for one, need a break. It's hot out today. Well, I've been screwing with her for the last hour or so now with the same results. Wish I'd pulled the plug, because there's a big piece of carbon wedged in between the electrodes. So I'm getting a feeling that's our problem. So, plug back in. There's a little bit of paintball in there. And then again, it's almost 100 years old. She's doing a number on my gloves, I'll tell you that much. But now I don't see why she won't take off. I'm going to be careful what I'm saying here, because it did almost take off, literally, with the governor. So, choked. Contact. Yeah, that was our problem. problem. Governor's screwed up, if you're wondering. Helps blow out the old gas. There she goes. It's still old gas, so she'll never be perfect. Never forget to check your plug. It's usually the problem. Not much momentum. There we go. That's what's on the wrong way. Bet you that carbon was there the last time I tried to run it. Didn't even think to check. Sweetheart. That's not bad for a Z dishpan. What a simple little engine. Plenty of fun down there on the exhaust cam. I like a nice original engine. This definitely is one of those. It's already smoothing out. Once you get to that old crappy gas state, I'm sure it'll be fine. I like the intake sound. It's got a distinct sound. See if I can get her to idle a little slower. Well, how does one idle at 50 knots? I don't know. Governors aren't very good. That's supposed to be slower. Next.
in a good running Swedish there.
Or not much better than this. Oh well, so she's going. It's a good thing to see again. I mean, it's been a long time since this last ran. A really long time. Oh well, I'm gonna let her run for a while. She needs it. Well, that's all for now. Well, I've dickered with it for the last hour now. It's nice and warmed up. That's as good as it's gonna get. Governor's screwed up. I'll never be able to get this thing to run right. This ain't like the pony where it's something, well, something can be wrong. There isn't really much to go wrong with a 2-horse Z. Hey, it's an economy engine. I mean, it's never gonna be perfect. Well, that's all for now.